Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Richmond, a double board certified cardiothoracic surgeon. I've gotten so many requests, especially by you younger guys, asking how to make them taller or how to make them more buff. And I think you're forgetting one thing: your genetics matter. So in prior videos, I've talked about the fact that the dietary supplement industry is not well regulated. In fact, it's barely regulated. So since the FDA does not approve dietary supplements before they're marketed, the agency does not know when new products come on the market. And obviously that's happening every single day. Therefore, we're not able to keep a complete list of all supplements sold in the United States. So today's topic is synthetic androgenic anabolic steroids, or AASs. And I think everybody knows what anabolic steroids are, but those who don't, they're a group of nutraceuticals that are marketed as dietary supplements and available for sale on the internet. Yet most of the public, unfortunately, is unaware of the hidden dangers and, I would even say, disasters. They've been designed either as therapeutic pharmaceutical drugs or drugs to escape detection for obvious reasons. AASs have been associated with adverse effects on your cholesterol level and the development of subsequent cardiovascular disease, which is the #1 killer of men and women in the United States, and it starts after birth. There are two products in particular that have caused problems in previously healthy individuals. The first, which you may not see under this name anymore, is Superdraw, and the main ingredient is methosterone, and the second is Arastin E, and the main ingredient is prostanozol. And prostanozol is an analog of Winstrol, and I know you guys who take Winstrol know exactly what it does. While both of these products are on the prohibited list of the 2008 World Doping Agency, the legal status is not clear. According to the Anabolic Steroid Control Act of 2004, the sale of these designer steroids as nutritional supplements is prohibited in the United States. And as we know, there's ways to get around that, and these products are not on the list of banned steroids. So many of these side effects have been reported with the use of AASs. So your good cholesterol, known as your HDL cholesterol, has been shown to decrease by 40 to 70%, while they increase your bad cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol, by an average of 36%. And that's disastrous long term. In one study of male weightlifters, oral administration of stanozolol led to an LDL cholesterol increase of 29%. They also cause problems with the liver. Something called chronic cholestatic liver disease is associated with the use of most of these designer steroids. Simply stated, cholestasis refers to the sludging of bile in the ducts. And as this process progresses, the ducts get clogged, and as a result, your liver enzymes go up, and your bilirubin levels go up, and you become jaundice, which is yellow, and it causes permanent liver damage, one of which is liver cancer, okay? And this type of liver disease that you develop from these drugs is also associated with an increase of your bad cholesterol levels. Methosterone has been shown to cause cholestatic jaundice. So now, as these types of designer drugs become more readily available via the internet, their dangerous side effects need to be clearly stated. It's important for the public to know that sham studies, in other words, fake studies, and articles in non-peer-reviewed journals are widely available, and I know many of you read them, and you think they're the bomb. They're available touting the benefits of all these unregulated drugs. It's also important to remember that one can get anything published in some magazine for a fee. In fact, now you can self-publish, okay? So it doesn't mean a thing if you self-publish. I would proceed with caution and talk to a physician before proceeding with using any of these, quote, designer steroids. And any, legit doctor is going to say no. So in summary, I made this video because I'm concerned for all you, basically young gym bros, who don't understand the long-term effects of these supplements. I know your main goal is to look buff, but let me give you some advice. If you're dead in your 30s, does it really matter how you look in your casket? So every day we're hearing about these weightlifters or these MMA guys that are dropping dead in their 30s. And what they're dying from, the majority of them, is cardiovascular disease. And What's most important is that you take care of yourself, you eat properly, you exercise regularly, and you can weight train, but any of these steroids are extremely dangerous. Now, what I didn't mention is also it causes a dilated heart, which is dilated cardiomyopathy. And that is what so many of these guys get, and they just drop dead, and everybody thinks, oh my God, what happened? Well, I'm telling you what happened. They took real steroids or designer steroids, since the designer steroids are much easier to get. So with that, I hope you learned something today. Thank you so much for listening. For more information, you can go to my website at www.paladinmds.com, and have a great day.